Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Osner. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everybody. A fervid rivalry takes place on this humid afternoon in Jamaica, Queens between third place Osner Football Club and fifth place New York City Haiti United Football Club. Two sides that are actively competing not only So again, it's a humid afternoon here in Jamaica, Queens, between third place Osner Football Club and fifth place New York City Haiti United Football Club. Two sides that, as we were saying, are actively competing not only to prove which is a superior representative of the vibrant Haitian scene across the Big Apple, but also to possibly determine the spring 2026 playoff picture of the United Premier Soccer League. Osner FC throughout this ongoing season has been an active threat to the hierarchy of the American North Conference, with close losses against the only two teams above it right now in the rankings. Now, as we take a look at those standings, again, Osner FC suffered its only losses, its only defeats of the campaign against New York Renegades FC and Red Hook Football Club, with the former being the latest team to defeat Osner FC. So naturally, the home side is looking for a bounce-back result after an impressive outing in that intense 2-1 defeat against reigning UPSL champion New York Renegades FC, in which the game winner was scored within the final 8 minutes of regulation time. New York City Haiti United FC had also started its inaugural season in this phase of the competition, in other words, the Premier Division, relatively well thanks to some solid defensive work, but a mid-season collapse can quickly and cruelly change those plans. HUFC, as it's also known by, is returning from back-to-back defeats in which it had allowed 11 total goals and had been shut out once across that short span, so its defensive mettle will be a deciding matter in this encounter. Again, we look at New York City Haiti United. For now, yes, in the playoff picture, albeit in an uncomfortable spot. New York Empire FC has that last seed for now at 6th place with 7 points. New York City Haiti United FC in 5th place with 9 points, tied on that number with New York Braveheart SC. The difference there being goal differential. We talked about the allowance of 11 goals in 2 matches. That featured an 8-0 defeat, by the way, to Red Hook. So it's a very notable match with huge consequences. As for now, New York City Haiti United FC in 5th place. New York Braveheart SC 4th place. Osner, the home side, with 13 points. Technically not mathematically qualified just yet, but it's right on the road to that. So it's hoping for some positive progress, some accumulation of points. Meanwhile, at the peak of the standings and getting a bye, essentially a bye week in the postseason at this moment, would be Red Hook FC, that has taken the conference by storm, and the reigning champion of the competition, not only the division, not only the conference, we're talking about the whole league, New York Renegades FC. Again, Osner gave them a run for their money in that 2-1 loss. So do expect a similarly scintillating performance from the local side today. And these two teams, with similar cultures, with similar identities, despite the difference in standings, share the same objective today of searching for a rebound win. Again, behind the camera is Jorge Espinosa. I am Sean Cabrera, and this is the United Premier Soccer League Premier Division on Game in Frame. And today's encounter wouldn't be possible on Game in Frame without Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Again, the last...
Three ways we help you sell your property easier. At Bell Mason, we are dedicated to connect your property to the right buyers. We set right and competitive pricing for your property. We carefully showcase your listing to reach the right buyers. We work with experts and trustworthy agents for the best guidance, making your selling journey easier, smoother, and with confidence. Message us today. Bell Mason Realty. We are looking for you. Begin your career as a real estate professional. 100% commission earnings, flexible work setup, opportunities across multiple states. Because success is within your reach with Bell Mason Realty. Apply today.
So bonjour once again, as we await the American national anthem to be played, as well as the official lineups. We do see that Osner's Football Club is ready to get things rolling here. Same could be said for the arbitration staff, given that the match was supposed to start a little bit earlier. A little bit of complication. There's also the natural impending weather that's coming over. We are expecting inclement weather within the upcoming hour or two, so we do have to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, New York City Haiti United FC changing into its official kits for today's match. For Osner's Football Club, it will be wearing an all-orange kit accompanied by bluish details, almost hoop-like really. So call that blue hoops, more or less, with mesh designs, as well as blue hoops at the socks. The goalkeeper will be wearing an all-scarlet uniform accompanied by blue details. Meanwhile, New York City Haiti United FC finally emerges onto the field, out of the training kits, onto the official ones for today's encounter, which will feature white tops, red shorts, and white socks, accompanied by bluish details as well. Their netminder will be wearing an all-yellow uniform, accompanied by black details. So with reference to the weather, right now it is 88 degrees Fahrenheit in Jamaica, Queens. We are expecting a high of 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is a brutal sun, ladies and gentlemen. Very brutal sun. If you're not wearing sunscreen here in this part of New York City, you will be cooked alive like a lobster in a pot. You do have to make sure that you take that into account, that you take into account your own health. These players doing the same. Some putting on some last-minute lotions of sunscreen. And I would be mistaken if I said I wasn't also guilty of that earlier. Again, this is a beaming sun. But in continuation with the weather, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds, as we'll check later, they're currently being updated at this moment. Winds of 10 miles per hour, gusts of up to 18 miles per hour. Currently would be blowing, if you were right next to us, it would be blowing right into your right ear. So it'd be blowing against New York City Haiti United FC at this moment. Now, in terms of the precipitation that is expected to come, we're seeing reports that the lightning storm has been projected back to around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So that really shouldn't affect today's encounter, though that's not a guarantee per se. There's still a 15% chance that a lightning storm would affect this part of Jamaica, Queens. Meanwhile, we can go over Osner's FC, and more specifically, its starting lineup. In goal will be Congarou. Meanwhile, the left back in this back line of four will be Cyrnic Pierre with the number 12. The right back in this case will be Paolo Primavera, number 17. The two center backs will be Mohamed Gio alongside Peggy Kabulu, those being respectively 90 and 24. The midfielders, the two in this case, will be Sally Cornet with the number 15, as well as Mimi Douamel with the number 8. Likewise, the center attacking midfielder will be Franzi Sousset with the number 10. On the right wing, we are expected to see Duga Dambelli. On the left wing, Andres Munoz. And at the striker role, we find Gustav. So it will be New York City Haiti United FC that gets the ball rolling first. And this is history in the making in reality. And we'll explain why shortly. As we await the final appearance of an HUFC player sporting a 4-3-3 formation on paper. We'll see how that varies. You could argue that Osner's FC has a 4-3-3 attacking variant. And you are watching the United Premier Soccer League, Premier Division's very first Derby Haitien du New York, Haitian Derby of New York, live on Game and Frame. Again, at the Premier Division level, there has never been a Derby Haitien, a Haitian Derby, here in New York. Both teams have more than a decade's worth of history, albeit outside this competition, so this is just as historic a moment for the UPSL as it is for the New York City soccer scene. two teams that share Haitian and Caribbean identities at their cores go head-to-head here for the first time under Premier Division circumstances. And with more than half of the regular season played, today's contest will likely have post-season related repercussions, as that ball ends up in the gloves, or rather at the feet of Congaro, connecting with a nearby target in the form of Marvin Mondesir. Played forward, a nearby option would be the number 10 Franzi Sousset. Instead, it goes toward the left-hand side, played out wide. Still continuing to test the waters down that flank. Sousset's passes momentarily interrupted. Marvin Mondesir able to control it. Played toward the right-hand side. Now with the captain, Mimi Duhamel. Mimi Duhamel playing it forward. Good connection there with Glenford Gentle. Ball ultimately goes out of play for the match's very first goal kick. And some ominous clouds looming over this part of New York City. There has to be better communication between those two Osner's midfielders. You can't have two players essentially marking one another. Someone has to call it. You see it in all sports. Although there is an HUFC player down on the ground right now. Sousset hasn't received the memo as it's played toward the right-hand side. Here comes Osner's Football Club, launching it over the bar. Not too far away, though it's a very delayed call from the referee to eventually check on this player. If I'm not mistaken, that was Stanley Sauveur-Lissage. So for now, it's Osner's FC that tests the waters first in terms of its offense. The first official shot in this match, taken from outside the 18-yard box, looking for that far post curler. And the first time that these two teams play each other in the Premier Division, and this will be the first of two meetings naturally this regular season. That one isn't too far away, in fact. Before we expand upon that, it's Osner's FC that will take the throw in. From the far-hand side, from our angle, the right-hand side of Osner. This one played back toward Peggy Kabulu. Kabulu once more on the ball, receiving the pass from Sousset. Kabulu is able to earn himself some real estate in his own defensive third. Here on this artificial turf. Early cross. More like an early switch in reality. He's able to control it. Ball was poked away. The assistant referee points to the corner spot itself. Should be a corner kick for the local side. So for Osner's FC, its next match, aside from today, would also coincidentally include New York City Haiti United FC. So this will be the first of back-to-back meetings from the perspective of Osner's Football Club, as it has the first corner kick of this match toward the far post over everybody's head. And it goes out for a goal kick. Meanwhile, for HUFC, it first has to encounter Braveheart in a very packed week. Remember, Braveheart right now is just above New York City Haiti United FC. So that'll be an important showdown. And after that, has to reface Osner's Football Club. So this is a must-win for New York City Haiti United FC in order to build up some momentum, or in the very least not lose any, considering that HUFC is returning from 2 consecutive defeats. Osner's likewise returning from a defeat, albeit against the league champion. There's not much you can do about that. If you're able to make the reigning victor sweat a little bit, that is New York Renegades FC, you make them sweat, you only concede the game winner within the final 10 minutes, then you could argue that Osner's FC did something right in that performance. And without a doubt it did. nearly stunning New York Renegades FC in its own Long Island home. Aerial duel won by Jacqueline Supri of New York City Haiti United FC. That's a lovely pass. Great first touch as well. Marvin Mondesir was asking for the pass. He was the nearest overlapping runner. Instead, it's an easy interception for New York City Haiti United. Launching that ball toward the right wing. He has a lot of space. That's Stanley Sauveur-Lisage. Lisage stripped of the ball eventually. Marvin Mondesir able to receive the pass from Kabulu. Marvin Mondesir. Looking across, lateral pass. It's connecting well here for Osner's FC. Good chemistry in that middle third. Just looking for that final touch in the offensive third. So for New York City Haiti United Football Club, its confirmed roster for today includes the likes of Ismaël Jean, Marie-Batou Camara, GF Gérard, Emerson Georges, Mousle Alessaï, B. Jensen Joseph, Euseb Pierre-Louis, Joseph Geraldi, Mark Gashler. Sorry, with so many French names, it eventually gets to you a little bit. Same thing happened earlier. Gilles Woulvim, Stanley Sauveur-Lisage, with Berly Augustin, Marvin Jean-Baptiste. As for now, the ball rests at the feet of Keithan César. César cutting it inward. He's able to beat one defender, can cross it. He does with the right foot. Took a piece of contact. It will be yet another corner kick. The second consecutive one in favor of Osner's FC. And to complete this lineup for New York City Haiti United Football Club, Daniel Windy, Lorraine Lafargue, Clovis Luisson, Jerry Stevenson-Georges, Béjean Alert, Jacqueline Supri, Amirou Bach, and Rosario Lavache. Your confirmed rosters for both sides, naturally. Now that we've approached the 8th minute of this encounter here in the Premier Division of the UPSL, an Osner's player goes down, claims he was being slowly clotheslined to doom. He's trying to sell the foul. You can understand why. First derby encounter, third place, trying to bump up to second, headed away by HUFC. Ball recovered well by the number 8, by Mimi Duhamel. This one crossed once more toward the back post. Might have just nicked his hair. And at the end, it's another goal kick. Two solid services toward that back post. For now, it's an element that HUFC has to take into account. Now that we're in the 9th minute of action, HUFC has yet to test the gloves of Congaro, the goalkeeper in all red. Goal kick taken short. This one's with Marie-Batou Camara. Intercepted by the local side. It's a throw-in for the team in orange. And again, just in case you missed the starting lineup for Osner's FC, we'll get to that shortly. As first, it is the local side in possession of the sphere. Kabulu looks across. Marvin Mondesir able to cut inward with the left foot. Passing with that same foot. Kabulu has to retreat. It's an uncomfortable touch as Sally Corneille laterals it toward the right-hand side. Doing the same is Mohamed Gio. Gio, thinking about the switch play, he eyes at first that left-hand side, through pass into the gloves of the keeper. So for Osner's FC, in goal is Congaro. Meanwhile, in this 4-4-3-3 formation, really a 4-3-3 attacking variant, we'll start first with the left back. In that role is Cyrnic Pierre. At the right back role is Paulo Primavera. Although we've seen changes, in reality it's Marvin Mondesir that's playing at the left back role, but this is just what was submitted on paper. The two center backs, Mohamed Gio as well as Peggy Kabulu. The holding midfielders in this case are Mimi Duhamel as well as Sully Corneille. The attacking midfielder is Franzi Sousset. The left winger is Andres Munoz. On the right wing is Duga Dambeli. And at the striker role is Gustav. HUFC in possession of the ball, unable to really escape its own half of the pitch. Taking its time, almost an easy interception for Cornet. Cornet, unable to get that left foot in just in time. It's now with the skipper. It's with Joseph Giraldi of HUFC. Back to the defensive half. Very aggressive marking from Osner's FC. Everybody committing themselves to the high press under this beaming sun. So keep an eye on that. Stamina could be another vital element. Looking down the left-hand side, it's good control from the number 20 of HUFC. Ball goes out of play. It's a throw-in for Osner's Football Club, taken by Marvin Mondesir. As now the official goes to the fourth official, perhaps just to confirm a call. Oh, hello. So we're trying to check what's exactly going on here. I imagine it's a hydration break. So it appears to be a hydration break. He had to confirm with the fourth official. Well, it makes sense under these conditions. Again, it's gone down just a little bit, 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Very humid though. Very sticky air here in this May afternoon, late May afternoon. Humidity right now at 50%. Winds haven't died down though. If anything, they've gone a little bit up. Still 10 miles per hour, but the gusts of up to 19. As the hydration break is in order. We'd also like to take the opportunity to let you know that today's encounter is the first of many UPSL Premier Division matches throughout this week, taking place here on Game and Frame. Tomorrow there will be back-to-back American South Conference matches where New Jersey Alliance FC visits an undefeated at-home Union SC at 7:45 p.m. and later when Ironbound SCP plays on its Newark home turf against UCFSC Warriors at 9 p.m. On Saturday at 4:30 p.m., a Pennsylvanian skirmish takes place in the American South Conference when Philadelphia Lone Star and Pennsylvania Prime FC go head-to-head. Finally, a bottom table battle in the American South Conference between UCFSC Warriors and Kensington SC takes the spotlight on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. All these matches will be broadcast right here on Game in Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. So we're getting confirmation in reality that this was an unofficial hydration break and rather an official lightning delay. We did mention that apparently it was close enough in the area to delay the action. So a special thanks there to the arbitration staff for eventually clarifying the situation. That makes sense now as to why the fourth official and the lead referee had a short conclave there by the halfway line, by the touchline. So we're going to have to see how long this delay officially takes. And for New York City Haiti United FC, this is perhaps a much needed break. Not necessarily an onslaught from Osner's FC, but it was the home side that has been relentless for now, just outside the penalty area with, yes, one shot officially coming from that part of the pitch. But more importantly, lots of early crosses toward that left-hand side, toward its left-hand side, toward that back post. Several opportunities have come for Osner's FC, and that's excluding the corner kicks as well, both going toward the far post. It's something that New York City Haiti United FC is going to have to take into account. And apparently there was some miscommunication with the players themselves, all of them eagerly back on the field, now being informed that it's an official weather delay. in this part of New York City. And the weather's going to be like this throughout this week. Between today and tomorrow, it's expected to rain quite a lot, which of course makes sense considering the intense humidity in New York City. So for now, it's Osner's FC that might have had the offensive presence, the offensive pressure, but because of the lightning delay, we're going to take a short break here. But again, you are watching the UPSL Premier Division right here on Game and Frame. Behind the camera is Jorge Espinosa. I am Sean Cabrera. Stay right where you are.
Three ways we help you sell your property easier. At Bell Mason, we are dedicated to connect your property to the right buyers. We set right and competitive pricing for your property. We carefully showcase your listing to reach the right buyers. We work with experts and trustworthy agents for the best guidance, making your selling journey easier, smoother, and with confidence. Message us today. Bell Mason Realty. We are looking for you. Begin your career as a real estate professional. 100% commission earnings, flexible work setup, opportunities across multiple states. Because success is within your reach with Bell Mason Realty. Apply today.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Osner Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
So when we're live here from Queens, New York in this UPSL Premier Division match or face-off, in reality the first derby, the Haitian derby of New York, le derby haïtien de New York, the very first of its kind here in the Premier Division. For now, there's still a weather effect or weather delay, in effect. We are getting news, of course, that eventually that will subside, but as things stand for now, both teams on their respective benches. And speaking of both teams, we could also take a look at the overall standings for now. We can do the live math as our beloved Jorge Espinosa behind the camera sets that up nicely for us. In the meanwhile, I am Sean Cabrera. And again, it is a pleasure to be here with you in this very humid encounter between these two sides. It does really testify to the eventually heated rivalry between these two teams, both representing similar cultures. It only makes sense. So again, in first place is New York Renegades FC with 21 points. Meanwhile, in second place, we do know that Red Hook FC has taken that with 15 points. Now, if we're taking into account the current result, 0-0 after 10-ish minutes, give or take, in this encounter, Osner's FC would have 14 points. Osner's needs a win for now in order to potentially overtake Red Hook FC. Now, you have to remember that Red Hook FC has only played 6 matches. This would be Osner's 8th, so Osner would need a couple results in order to favor it, in order to take second place, though it's not impossible, far from it. Though, obviously, Red Hook for now with the bye week, Osner's FC with the quote-unquote top seed, excluding the first two, of course. Meanwhile, New York Braveheart SC has 9 points, but that could be overtaken once again by New York City Haiti United FC, which at this moment would have 10 points. Again, that is including this 0-0 result at this moment. That would be 10 points, putting it in 4th place. But New York City Haiti United FC would have played 7 matches. It would have to await 2 losses in reality from New York Braveheart SC in order to fully overtake it. But it's not an impossibility, as I like to say. These are scenarios in which you have to take into account. New York Empire FC has that final playoff qualifying seed with just 7 points. It has an uncomfortable 4-point gap over Kelmendi FC New York, who has 3 points, tied on that accord with AFC Academy, albeit with a better goals scored ratio there, with 8 goals to its name compared to AFC Academy's 7, although the goal differential is a totally different story. And in last place is Brooklyn FC, the U20 side there. For now, only 1 victory, but 4 losses otherwise. It should have 3 points to its name, but for now, labeled at 0 due to outside factors, just for the moment being. But either way, in terms of the live standings here in the Premier Division, Osner's FC would still retain 3rd place, though it desperately needs a win in order to stay in the fight and to get as best a seed as possible in this competition. Meanwhile, for New York City Haiti United FC, it would get 10 points. Yes, it would stay afloat, but not by much. It would just give it a 3-point gap from New York Empire FC. Yes, it could potentially take 4th place, but it would have to wait for 2 losses from Braveheart in order to become a top 4 side. So again, that has been your live math here in the live standings. It's still a scoreless affair in this delayed match after just 10 minutes of action. 10 minutes of action, arguably more from Osner's point of view, considering that it had 1 shot off target, as well, maybe 2 shots off target if you want to count the header at the very end that just barely nicked the sphere. If statisticians really want to count that, then you can label it as 2 shots off target. Either way, several crosses to that far post, the back post. In this case, from the angle of New York City Haiti United FC would be its right-hand side. In other words, the left flank of Osner's football club. Lots of attacking chances being targeted toward that part of the pitch. But for now, nothing on target for either team. It's still scoreless, and there's still a delay here in terms of weather in Queens, New York, specifically in the Jamaica neighborhood of New York City. So again, a delay here in the Derby Haïtien de New York, but hopefully it will subside soon. Again, you are watching the UPSL Premier Division on Game and Frame. Don't go anywhere just yet.
3 ways we help you sell your property easier. At Bell Mason, we are dedicated to connect your property to the right buyers. We set right and competitive pricing for your property. We carefully showcase your listing to reach the right buyers. We work with experts and trustworthy agents for the best guidance, making your selling journey easier, smoother, and with confidence. Message us today. Bell Mason Realty. We are looking for you. Begin your career as a real estate professional. 100% commission earnings, flexible work setup, opportunities across multiple states. Because success is within your reach with Bell Mason Realty. Apply today.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Osner Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
So at this moment, the weather delay, as we know, has been in effect, has been in progress, because in give or take 10 more minutes, they have to check for more lightning strikes officially within the 10-mile radius of this area here in Jamaica, Queens, New York. And as it so happens, it's not looking very likely that this match will continue. We'll stay here for now for the official confirmation of whether this match will be postponed to a future date. But it would be kind of a shame to see what was starting to build up a fiery rivalry between these two proudly Haitian teams being watered down by the rain. A little bit of a shame that. But again, it could be a promising test, and it could be a blessing in disguise, if anything, for the visiting HUFC that was absorbing the offensive pressure of Osner's football club. And on top of that, that will have a packed week. Again, it's Osner's FC today, Braveheart later in the same week, all within a give or take 8-day span. Osner's FC, Braveheart, Osner's FC again. It is an ultra tight week for Haiti United FC. So again, a blessing in disguise there for Osner's football club. It can at least avoid the likelihood of an injury on the field, especially with an accomplishment as big as being a top 3 side in this conference. And may I add, an ultra-packed conference. This is a stacked conference in this division. It's no surprise that the reigning champion comes from this conference, may I add. But I digress. For Osner's FC, it limits the likelihood of any injury occurring. Again, perhaps another secret benefit, more or less. But again, it's starting to look like this match may be officially postponed. We just have to give it a couple more minutes for now. Give or take 8 minutes, according to our clock. We're just going to have to see what the officials say here, as both coaches, both coaching staff in reality, of Osner's football club as well as New York City Haiti United football club all convene by the halfway line, discussing with the lead referee as to what the proper protocols are. If we could take a look at the sky in reality, ominously gray, no more sun, a beaming sun, long gone now. All we're waiting for is the inevitable crashing of precipitation onto the ground, and eventually supposed lightning strikes here in this part of New York City. For now, it's been relatively dry. Humid, yes, but dry in terms of any rain hitting us. But we're just going to have to wait to confirm the weather delay and the situation at hand. But in advance, on behalf of the UPSL Premier Division and on behalf of Game & Frame, I would like to extend a note of appreciation toward you, the listener, the viewer, for your patience in regard to this entire situation. Again, you are watching the UPSL Premier Division right here on Game & Frame. Miraculously, this game is back on track. Again, there will be no cancellation. It's a sudden turnaround within these final 2 minutes. As now officially from the 11th minute mark, it will be a throw-in for Osner's Football Club. As we're trying to hear the words from the referee to hear exactly what's going on. So the referee is trying to confirm whether there will be any additional breaks to this match in terms of the halftime as well as hydration breaks respectively. And the visitors have declined to both. So do expect a very fast halftime break, if you could even call it that. But for now, the throw-in has been taken and Le Derby Haitien is back in action, and back in action quite quickly, as this is with Stanley Sauveur-Lissage. He crosses it with the right foot. Looking at that left-hand side, HUFC looks resurrected, takes a shot, looking at that far post with a lot of power. It soars over the bar. Not a bad response from HUFC that needed a break to perhaps engineer its first offensive try. Again, first shot officially from HUFC in this match. Again, behind the camera is Jorge Espinosa. I am Sean Cabrera, and thank you again for tuning into this Premier Division match of the UPSL right here on Game and Frame. In spite of the weather delay itself, for now we should have close to 80 minutes of continuous action here in the Premier Division. So do stay glued to your screens. And let's keep our fingers crossed that no more pauses ensue, as it's Osner's FC that wins the aerial duel. Goalkeeper forced to clear it out. That was Ismaël Jean. Forced to put the ball back up into the air, shove in the back. He's able to muscle it off. That's Francis Sousset, the center attacking midfielder. Both wearing the number 10 and playing as the 10 for his side today. A creative role, a playmaking role, known as a 10 here in the Anglophone world. Normally known across Latin America as the enganche. This is with the captain, Mimi Duhamel. Mimi Duhamel plays it toward Sousset. Sousset retreats to his nearby skipper. On the left-hand side, some good touches off the ball as well. Marc Augustin dispossessed. HUFC looks like a much fresher side as Sousset puts this ball back up into the air. Not the best of clearances. Osner's Football Club asking for a penalty, none given. To my naked eye, it looked like he had slipped whilst taking the shot. And the referee abides by that. But at this moment, Mohamed Gio is down on the ground and the medical staff is being asked to take a look at the number 90. A veteran on this team as well. A commonly mentioned name throughout Osner's FC broadcasts, as now we're starting to feel the precipitation. So again, no signs of lightning here within the last 20 or so minutes in this part of Queens, New York. But if we're talking about rain itself, we're starting to feel it just a little bit. Not enough to be game-changing, but enough to just be a little noticeable. Still otherwise mostly dry, just a droplet here or there. So Mohamed Gio, slow to get up from the ground. The Senegalese defender, seated on the ground. I'm not seeing anybody warming up directly from the Osner's bench. Gio eventually up on his own 2 feet, walking off on his own accord. A little more sprinkles starting to hit us in this part of New York City. So this could be the making of a scenic Haitian derby here in New York City. Drama, rain, and an impending fiery rivalry between these two teams. The winds have certainly built up here. We talked about those gusts not too long ago. Right now, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Ball up into the air, just outside the penalty area. HUFC interrupted by Gio, who just returned to the pitch, able to clear it out with his right leg. Sousé, unable to complete the sombrero flick efficiently. So again, 86 degrees Fahrenheit in this part of New York City. Gusts, well, according to the reports here, have actually died down to 16 miles per hour, but it really doesn't feel like that. Allow me to tell you that. If anything, it feels a lot stronger. As now the fourth official has walked to the first official. And only after, let's see, 5 minutes of action exactly, another weather delay is now in effect. And nobody's happy about it. Neither side is happy about it. Neither coach or coaching staff is happy about it. Not even the arbitration staff itself is happy about it. It was only a matter of time in this weather. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, we were 2 minutes away from this match being postponed for another day. And after just 5 minutes of action, it is now being delayed again. I mean, we did feel the droplets here, but the reports of lightning strikes within the area have now changed that. And now those droplets have turned into drizzles in the HUFC half of the pitch. It's almost as though Mother Nature has split this game evenly in half in the field, and now we're starting to get splashed with some precipitation here. A slow buildup. And nobody wants to play with constant pauses, let alone when you're pausing and raining. Kind of defeats the purpose. Kind of kills any drive, any momentum. We just saw that within these opening 5 minutes of the resurrected game. And these droplets are heavy, ladies and gentlemen. As the coaching staff of HUFC continues to talk with the fourth official. And I can't blame him, considering that HUFC in these opening 5 minutes, again, post-return, has had a solid performance, a respectable one. And now I'm starting to see players hanging up their jerseys, hanging up their cleats. It's miscommunication, it's mayhem, on and off the field. Again, 15 minutes of action officially, well, a little more than 15 minutes of action, I should say, had gone by. Call it about 16 and a half minutes, give or take. It looks like it's going to be canceled. Oh, nobody's happy. So one would have thought that the Haitian Derby would have had a lot more spice to it between these two teams, but in reality, it's between the teams and Mother Nature herself, if not through the poor arbitration staff that had to deliver the bad news in the first place. Again, it's not their fault. It's all about safety. It's all about precaution for these players. But after just 16 and a half minutes, it appears that this game will officially be postponed. We're going to await the official word from the arbitration staff. Well, we're seeing and hearing apologies. We're seeing some body language that would otherwise indicate this game has been canceled. And it is official, ladies and gentlemen. This match has been postponed for another day. So the Haitian Derby, with a respectable, fiery start, has now literally been watered down by the weather in New York City. As we had said, we expected the lightning strikes to hit around 8 p.m. It wasn't going to be an impossibility that this weather delay would have been in effect earlier. But unfortunately, it just so happened to be the case that this match will now be postponed because of the inclement weather. Well, this could be the building, this could be the fermenting that this derby needs in order to become a truly fierce rivalry, despite the shared goals of both teams of embracing, of embodying the Haitian and Caribbean cultures that are proudly on display on their badges, in their names, on the backs of those jerseys on the field everywhere. It just spews, as we had said, the vibrant identity of the Caribbean that is so well preserved and so well displayed throughout New York City. Whether you're playing pickup soccer or whether you're just watching a match itself, you're always bound to see it. And with the World Cup crawling around as well, there's going to be another hefty scene there, you could argue, especially with Haiti qualifying for the World Cup in decades. But again, I'd like to digress. Apparently, I've just been doing that. For now, this match between Osner FC and New York City Haiti United FC has been postponed for another day. In other words, it will be canceled for today and it will return to action, presumably from the 16th minute onward, again for another day that will be determined eventually. Before we go, however, we would like to confirm with you that there will be more UPSL matches throughout this week. Tomorrow there will be back-to-back American South Conference matches when New Jersey Alliance FC visits an undefeated at-home Union SC at 7:45 p.m. and later when Ironbound SCP plays on its Newark home turf against UCFSC Warriors at 9 p.m. On Saturday at 4:30 p.m., a Pennsylvanian skirmish takes place in the American South Conference when Philadelphia Lone Star and Pennsylvania Prime go head-to-head. Finally, a bottom table battle in the American South Conference between UCFSC Warriors and Kensington SC takes the spotlight on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. All these matches will be broadcast right here on Game in Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. So again, behind the camera has been Jorge Espinosa. I have been Sean Cabrera, and thank you for your patience in regard to this situation. You have been watching the UPSL Premier Division, Le Derby Haitien de New York, the Haitian Derby of New York, right here on Game in Frame.